What's up, guys? This is Breakline Fishing, and I'm going to be doing a review on my Jackson Kayak Cuda 12 today. And before I get into talking about the kayak, one quick thing. Me and my friend do make some pretty cool custom soft plastics, hand poured, custom made. They're not really a full business yet. You know, we don't have the scale to do that, but we do, sell them to, people we know and just, stuff like that. And so if you want to order any, you can contact me in the description. I'll give you my email. We'll work out shipping information. We usually do 5 bags for $20, and we do a variety of colors. This is a blue with red sparkles, red glitter. Just a cool, unique color. Also got this creature bait and a black. It's probably kind of hard to see, but black and red and silver sparkle glitter. Anyway, if you want to do that, description. We do creature baits, swim baits, Senkos, lizard mold, lizards, and I got a nice like a craw trailer mold. So anyway, right, back to the kayak. This is again the Jackson Kayak Cuda 12. Jackson really markets this kayak as kind of their versatile fishing kayak in their fishing kayak lineup. It's kind of small and maneuverable enough to be able to work in, small stream or not small, like a large stream, small river. And it is still, able to fish small ponds, small lakes, large lakes, and then inshore and even offshore fishing. I already don't know about offshore fishing, but it is kind of marketed, again, as their versatile kayak. And I do believe it is a very versatile kayak. I've fished it in many different environments, from large freshwater lakes to small ponds mostly, and then I have taken it on rivers before, and it handles very well. Or get more into some of the features that it handle well later. Anyway, it is 12 feet 7 inches long, I believe, 70 to 80 pounds. So you can carry it by yourself. I would probably recommend getting a cart of some kind. I don't have one yet. I'm planning on purchasing one soon, but just like a carrying cart, kayak cart, will make it a lot easier. It's 31 inches wide, and yeah, I'm going to go and get into the details. Start at the bow, work the way back. I'm going to be talking about, just my likes and dislikes of the kayak, as well as some of the customization things that I've been to it, and just my overall impressions on the kayak, because I have had it for a while, have been fishing with it for a while. So yeah.
Okay, so starting at the bow of the kayak, first thing you'll notice is the handle. It is not a hard handle like they have on some of their models. It's attached to a basket and rope. I'll probably prefer the hard handle. I think they do have those on the Cuda HD. So anyway, it's not so big of a deal. You can still carry it just fine. And then on the bow itself, you can see that it's very well defined, much like a traditional kayak. Some of these larger fishing kayaks, they will have kind of a rounded bow. And the advantage of having this type of bow is it does cut through the water a lot better. So this kayak has better speed, and but some of the disadvantages, of course, is most notably stability. I'm not a kayak expert, so I can't tell you about all the aspects and stuff with the shape of the bow, but it does have a unusually, I'll say, defined bow for this type of fishing kayak, that sit on top. But anyway, working the way a little back down. This is hard plastic. This is a feature that they have on several of their kayaks. And basically what it does is that you can line up your rods in these grooves right here, and you're staging your rods. You can protect the tips and put the tips inside there, just so you don't get rod tips being hung up on low-lying branches or anything like that. And I really don't use that. I don't use this cover thing for that necessarily, but the elastic right here works well to hold your rod in place, and that's usually what I do when I'm out on the water in the sky, because that's where I put, sorry, not the rod, the paddle. That's where I put my paddle. It does work well for that, and I'm sure some people have found it useful for protecting the rod tips. The moving way, this is the bow hatch. It does count as lock. It's watertight. This towel I put in here for protecting my transducer on the road. Anyway, if you can see down there, I'm sure it's dark, but basically the entire hull of this kayak is hollow, making it excellent for overnight, camping trips or anything. I have my seal line bags This is usually why I stuff in the bow right here. It fits under there nicely. You know, if I want to change your clothes, and but mostly, you know, camping gear. Again, you have a lot of room down here. One of the things I don't like about this kayak is that on the Cuda 14, its older brother, this bow hatch is a lot bigger, and this is one of the ways that Jackson was able to reduce the size of the Cuda 14 down to, you know, 12 feet 7 inches with the Cuda 12, is reducing the size of this bow hatch. But one of the disadvantages of that is that it makes it kind of limited to what you can put. Like, I can't put my 3-day, what do you call it, like my 3-day expedition backpack. I'd love to be able to stuff that and then just stuff that backpack into the hole of the kayak. I really can't do it here, and you know, some of the larger things, like that bag barely fits. It's not too big of a deal, but I do kind of resent the fact that there's not a larger hatch or a larger way to access the hole.
Okay, so moving on to the cockpit of this kayak, the center part. This is there are some features in this part of the kayak that I really do like and made me pick the Cuda 12 over some other kayaks I was looking at. Before I get into those, customization thing that I did to it, pretty big thing. As you can see, I installed my Hummingbird down scan, and then, you know, the transducer is right there. And basically what I did with the transducer is, I don't know if you can see right there, but I used a Yak Attack ball mount, screwed it in right there, and that is a I didn't have to drill into my kayak to attach that ball mount. That screw was already there. But then basically I used a Yak Attack transducer arm, attached the transducer on the end of that, and then I ran this transducer wire wrapped around the transducer arm, and then I ran it just, you know, into the Hummingbird, and then the battery wire is the only thing that required drilling, because I ran the battery wire through the hole to the back into the my battery box, which I'll get into later. Anyway, that's downscan thing. This is a very big advantage to have that, you know, especially fishing small ponds that you really, you know, don't know too much about, because small ponds those are something that don't get a lot of you know, sonar. That's something that a lot of times you will not know what's below you exactly. So it is a very cool thing to have. Really have enjoyed it. And then moving on, of course, you can see those grooves I was talking about earlier. Then your rods just sit there and be stable while you're staging them. I've found those to be very helpful. Again, I said I didn't use the black, you know, rod protector in the front, but I still stage my rods right here a lot, and I'll just put them there by my feet, so easy access to them if I'm just moving from spot to spot real quick, or, you know, chasing schools out in the open water. But anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, real quick. There's the GoPro mount right there that comes with the kayak, or at least with the 2017 model. And moving on further down into the cockpit. This is something that I really do like about the kayak. This center hatch right here. This is one of the reasons why I really wanted a Cuda, especially the Cuda 12 and the Cuda 14 both have this, and the Cuda HD. If you open this up, as you can see, you have a very large center hatch. And basically in here, I'll put some soft plastics that I've been using. Some shaky worms, shaky head worms, and then some soft plastic swim baits, toboggan. I mean, it's just kind of a junk drawer basically. Some line, snacks. I will recommend. Oops, I will recommend having one of these waterproof case for your phone, a little waterproof bag for your phone. Now I'll just keep my spinnerbait box in here because I'm lazy and I don't want to take my spinnerbaits out of the spinnerbait box, so I just bring the entire box with me. I would never need this many spinnerbaits on one kayak trip, but it fits, and I still have plenty of room. And this is the thing I really do like about the Cudas. This is kind of a unique aspect. I really don't see this in other kayaks, you know, too, other brands. Like Native Watercraft or something. This is something that Jackson's done, and I really do like it. So basically, this is a tub. And just move that. That is, you know, pretty much optional. You don't even have to take that with you. And then you get third access point into the hull, a center access point. And that, I think, is very cool, especially with what I was saying earlier, the small hatches. This third access point makes it much easier, to be able to fully pack this kayak. And a lot of times, if you just have a front and back hatch, you can't fully access, the center part of the hull just because it's hard to get in there. So I already do like this. Sometimes I'll put like a ammo box or something on either side. It does fit back there, just for another waterproof, storage option. And I can put a change of clothes in here, just kind of stuff them back there, and then I can readily access them on the water. I'm just moving the tub up. But yeah, I already do like that. Just the tub itself and the large center hatch, and then the third access point into the hull, both are really cool things. And before I close it, if you can see those little latches right there, not latches, but what do you call it? I don't know, but that's where you can store the Jackson Kayak water bottle. I believe it's an Nalgene water bottle. You just put it right there. It kind of gets in the way. I don't do that, but it could. Pretty cool that they added that. And of course, on the surface again, these are Yak Attack tracks, and it did come with, I think it's a 2007. I forgot the name of this one, but I think it's a Ram rod holder. No, it's a Yak Attack rod holder on a ball joint mount. It's pretty cool. I mean, it kind of gets in the way a little bit. This isn't something I'll put on permanently, but again, it's kind of a easy way to store a rod right in front of you, which makes it a lot easier on the kayak. These little features like this, because fishing on a kayak is such a small, you're on such a small space, so pretty much every little feature that makes your life a little bit easier goes a very long way. And Jackson has put a lot of features onto this kayak. And if you're wondering how I mounted that hummingbird, that's actually I think that's from a Yak Attack cell block. That's like the top of a cell block. And I had to drill several screw holes in there. But the cell block was not made to do that like that. The cell block's actually a battery storage thing, which I did get. I wasn't a huge fan of the cell block. I just didn't like it. It was kind of bulky. But I kept the top, and because the top made an easy storage point, and I didn't have to drill into my kayak at all. But moving on down to here, the little Jackson Kayak foot pegs. These kind of felt flimsy at first. I don't know if you can see. But that plastic, I don't know. I mean, but I haven't had any trouble with these. They're adjustable. They lock in place. Getting two of those, of course, and then you have this little thing here, which is supposed to be a place where you can store your rod. Just lay your rod out side to side. And I really haven't found that terribly useful because my rod gets in the way. This hatch gets in the way of putting the rod across the kayak like that. So I mean, it kind of keeps the rod in place a little bit. I don't like it, and it's, of course, when I have my feet, when my legs are right here, it doesn't work anyway. So I don't know. And then this is another thing that's pretty cool with this kayak. They do this with, I think, all the fishing kayaks, and they pre-installed what you need to attach a rudder. So basically, this is a little tube that runs to the back of the kayak. You can run your rudder cables through there, attach them to the foot pegs, which is cool because I know that has a long, painful process to install a rudder on a kayak that is not rudder ready. So it's cool that this kayak did come rudder ready. I've been thinking about buying a rudder, but I don't know, they're pretty expensive. I do see the benefits of them. Get that close. Oh, well. Okay. Stand back up. Moving back moving back to the seat of the kayak. This is another reason why Jackson kayaks are really popular among the fishing community, is their seats are supposed to be extremely comfortable, and they are. This is the 2017 seat. I know I want to say 2015 through or 2014 through 2016 seats were had this little thermarest like back support thing that came with them. This one did not. It's still an extremely comfortable seat, and something that's pretty cool. Well, first off, I don't have the seat, attached on for video purposes. I usually do put my kayak in this little compartment below the seat. I gotta take it out to show you this. And the seat does move down, I believe, yeah, like that. And so you can do this for a couple reasons. One is to trim the weight balance of the kayak, so when you move it up, you're getting more weight onto the bow of the kayak. So if you're riding heavy in the back, then you can even out the weight. Trim it. Another reason, of course, is if you're going through like rough water on a river, any moving water, and you feel in danger of tipping, you can get closer to the ground and lower your center of gravity by lowering the seat. I never do. As you can see, I put my life jacket usually in the seat, right below me, so I really couldn't even do that. Again, this is a really comfortable seat. It attaches. Move it back up so you can see it. Basically, it attaches. You run this cord through the seat right here, and then it just locks in place right there, and you can tighten it. Yeah, really comfortable seat. You can take it off and use it as a camp seat, or you could take it off and use a cooler in place of the seat, which I have seen some people do. I personally like the seat. I don't think I'll want my cooler. Come over here to the other side. They do come with this little bag in the back, which I thought was cool. And again, just another nice feature. Nice storage option to put, I don't know, maybe soft plastics. I usually don't fill that bag up. I'm trying to find a good use for it. But you can put soft plastics in there. I don't know, phone, wallet, keys, one little waterproof bag. They're just, readily available, and it zips up, so they're secure. And again, another little feature that I've added on here is the Yak Attack 8-foot parking pole and a Yak Attack, anchor trolley. So I have both of these. The anchor trolley, first off, runs from the bow to the stern. That did require drilling into the hull of the kayak. And basically what the anchor trolley does is it's a way to anchor your kayak. You take out this parking pole. You can move the little ring for the anchor trolley wherever you want. And then you just basically slide the parking pole through the anchor trolley. At least this is how I use it. You can also use a traditional anchor and run the anchor rope through the anchor trolley. And the reason behind using an anchor trolley is because you can anchor your kayak from either the bow to the stern. Because again, you can use this little pulley system that the anchor trolley has to move that ring in the center to the front or to the back, or to the from the bow to the stern. Which in current, it's very dangerous in moving water to anchor from the center of the kayak, and your kayak being stuck sideways in current. You always want the bow or the stern to be facing the current, which is less dangerous, and you're less likely to tip. And I do have a traditional anchor. I've used a traditional anchor, but I've had problems with the anchor getting stuck. I don't know, maybe I should swap to a lyre anchor or something. And dealing with the anchor rope and all that, it's kind of a bit of a hassle. So I'm trying out this anchor trolley I got. So far, I do like it. Of course, you can only anchor in shallow water using it, about like 6 feet around her. But it does work, and it does keep the kayak still in still water to a little bit moving water. Okay, moving on to the back. Where to start with the back? I got a lot of customization stuff in here. Let me take all this out real quick and show you. Well, you know what, first let me show you, some of the features I have in the back before I show you the rear well. So basically, this kayak does come with two flush mount rod holders, one on each side, and then it's probably easier to show you with the without all this stuff in here, but it comes with a very large rear storage well. I did what a lot of anglers do, is I used a milk crate to store my stuff. I got igloo cooler back here, a couple of my Plano 3700 boxes, then two more Plano boxes on the side, and these little indentions that Jackson Kayak has cut out, and that's specifically made to hold Plano 3700 boxes. And then this milk crate I did not use an old milk crate. I actually went out and bought I believe it's made by Yak Gear. I think it's one of their milk crates. I mean, it's kind of easier that way, and it came with these, this triple rod holder in the back. I'm gonna get into more detail on my crate real quick. I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna show you what this tank well looks like being empty. But before I do that, do you want to talk about my battery box? This is an elephant case, I believe, battery box. It is waterproof. My battery is in there right now. It is waterproof again, and basically this is the end of the battery wire, or the battery cable that I ran from the front of my kayak, and then this is where it ends, and it basically plugs in right here into the battery box. It is watertight, and I found that it is a very good way to to set up sonar on your kayak, because the battery is above. The battery is not in the hull of your kayak, and it is above ground. It's just a lot more accessible if there's anything wrong with it, and it's also just it's just a lot more easier to move. And if I don't want my sonar in there for whatever reason, like if I was fishing on a river, then it's really easy to remove pretty much everything except that battery wire or battery cable. That is going to be a little harder to remove. Anyway, so this is the back of the kayak without all my crap in it, and this is the rear tank well. It's very open. You can do what I do, put a crate. That's what I'll recommend. Maybe like a smaller cooler, just for a day trip or something like that. Don't be an idiot and bring a cooler when you're going fishing, because I have been stuck on this kayak without anything to drink, and it sucks, or anything cold to drink. So I make sure to always bring a cooler. But one of the options here to fill this tank well is, of course, to buy the Jackson Kayak's kind of name brand cooler storage things. They come built in with the rod holders. You can do that, but those are like $130. Those are very expensive. That's why I didn't do that. Another thing you could buy is a Yak Attack backpack. It's basically a more fancy crate, fishing crate. It comes with 3 rod holders. You can position those any way you want. I was thinking about buying one, but again, just the money wise, this thing was so much cheaper than a backpack. And really, if you just do it, completely do it yourself, homemade, use an old milk crate, customize the crap out of that, then you can, it's pretty much free. But anyway, back to the tank well. There's little grooves in there. Bungee system. Nothing too special here. This is something I really do like. I don't know. Some people may have a problem with this. But these little grooves right here, like I was saying, this is kind of made to store 2 Plano 3700 boxes upwards. and these bungees strap them in. Some people may not like that because they may be wanting this extra space to store something bigger, and these little this little groove right here could get in the way of that. I don't of course don't have a problem with that because my crate is not too big for this tank well, and I really like the look of the 3700s, staying up on either side. I mean, this is just overall, this is a really good looking kayak. I really like this color with all the stuff on it. It just looks awesome. I mean, I get comments about it all the time when I bring it out to the water. Yeah, I never really said that in the beginning, but anyway, rear tank well, nothing different from the first tank well. I mean, the bow, same size. Rear of the hull, again, very open. There are foam blocks in here that are essential for like the supporting the structure of the kayak, just because the entire inside is hollowed out. It's basically like columns, just reinforcing the plastic and making sure that it doesn't warp or anything. And do not take those out. It will void your warranty. That's not good stuff. Even though me drilling in the hole probably voided the warranty also. Before I get into the in final thoughts and everything, one thing I did not mention before are these little grooves right here. Now these are not like the big rig where there's just a groove where you can store entire rods, but you can put rods right here. You can match them in. Of course, on this side, as you saw before, I use that to store my parking pole. You can also do that for a paddle. I don't see the grooves lining up too great. This one is fine, but I don't see like the ones in the back. I don't see how you can access that too easily. I don't know. Maybe you have something that could use those back grooves for. And I think that may be it for the close-up. I'm about to get into the final thoughts. I'm just making sure I didn't forget anything too big. Yeah, that is the close-up view. Oh yeah, I know what I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something important. This is the stand-up assist strap that Jackson provides with, I think, all their kayaks. And basically this helps you stand up. I mean, it's a kind of a third point of contact when you stand up, which is really nice, and when you sit down, really, more importantly. So you can use this to help you stand up, and then to help you assist you get back down in the seat. When you've been out in the water all day, again, like I was saying before, these little features like that really make your day a lot easier. And I really do like the stand-up assist strap. The only problem I have with it is it gets in the way with my hummingbird, and that's not really Jackson's fault. It's kind of my fault being not thinking that through. But it's not too big of a deal. Yeah, any other features? One thing I did not mention actually in this video so far is some of the stuff that this kayak comes with you. I mentioned the Nalgene water bottle. It comes with some cool Jackson kayak stickers. Comes with like a little description chart. Actually tells you who made the kayak, which is pretty cool. I gotta find that little tag. I forgot the guy's name, but it tells you the date this kayak was made, who made it. There's a signature of the guy who inspected it, saying that it's up to par. And these kayaks are made in Tennessee too, so they're made in America, which is always awesome. And another thing that they give you is a little red flag to put on the bow when you're towing it in your truck, when you have it in the tailgate of your truck, which is how I transport this kayak. And so I basically just attach it right here to the front grip, and I thought that was really cool. I mean, it's not too big of a deal because you could just get one of these elsewhere, but just being branded like that, just a cool feature. It just shows you again, Jackson thought pretty much everything through when designing this kayak and their other fishing kayaks. I mean, just the features are just crazy. Another thing I forgot to mention, I know I'm forgetting a lot, but This is just basically the soft, what do you call it, like floor, soft deck padding. It's a lot better than having hard plastic back there, just for comfort if you are barefooted, and for if you drop anything, it just muffles the sound. Again, features. This kayak has a lot of awesome features. Then of course right here, to cap it off, this is the little rudder, the area. This is where some of the the rudder cables come out. The third one right there, you can screw in the rudder right here, attach it. I don't know how you attach the rudder, but yeah, it is rudder ready, like I said before. Yep, and that is the close-up review. Alright guys, that is my close-up review of my Cuda 12. Real quick, some advantages and disadvantages of it. Before I get into this, I will say that I really do enjoy this kayak. It's a great kayak, has a lot of great features, and again, coming back to this versatility thing, I think if you would just want to buy one fishing kayak, I will highly recommend this one as being the best in this price range, and for that type of fishing, for fishing various sizes of bodies of water. And I did do a lot of research before I bought this kayak, so I looked through this price range and decided that this one is the best one. The biggest disadvantage of this kayak, I think, is the standability. So the 31 inches wide comes out of cost. I mean, you can, by all means, you can stand in it, and I haven't flipped the kayak yet, so I really don't truly know, how easy it can flip, but it's, it's not completely stable. It's kind of wobbly. I'm a tall guy, maybe, and I have a high center of gravity, so maybe that's part of the problem. But I would not recommend this kayak to, larger guys that want, more comfort in standing. As far as Jackson kayaks go, maybe the big rig or something like that, or even like a larger type of kayak like a Hobie or a native watercraft or something like that. But yeah, that is the major disadvantage. I just like I like standing fishing a lot more than sitting and fishing, and I will stand in this kayak, and I can set a hook standing up. And just the other day I did set a hook in like a 6-pounder standing up in this kayak, and did not flip. Did not lose my balance. But yeah, it's just the 31 inches, and I already didn't get into the bottom of the hole too much, just because it is important, but I don't know too much about hole shape and all of that. But I just don't think that this is the most standable kayak. And so if you are looking for a kayak that you can comfortably stand in, almost like you're on a bass boat, you just want a stable fishing platform to stand from, then I would not recommend this kayak. This kayak is much more built to anglers that want more of a traditional style of kayak, still sit on top, and with that traditional style comes the maneuverability and the versatility that this kayak has to offer. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it as far as the Cuda 12. You will be seeing this boat a lot in my videos because I really do enjoy fishing from it. Again, just the size of it, it's perfect for me, perfect for one person to maneuver. And, I can, bring this kayak to fairly small ponds and get in the water just fine. That's, I think, an advantage of a kayak over maybe like a small John boat or something. I'm thinking about doing a video, comparing fishing kayak to a John boat, because, those two kind of do overlap. Yeah, guys, that is my Jackson Kayak Cuda 12. Any questions about it or anything, feel free to contact me. Again, about the homemade soft plastics, if you want to order any bags, then again, contact me in the description. We'll be happy to send you an order. And I think I am going to be actually taking the kayak out tomorrow, so. Yep. Anyway, Breakline Fishing, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. It means a lot. Probably going to spend several hours editing. I don't know. But anyway, see ya.